Okay, today we're going to be going through my VCT Pickems for the kickoff stage of the new Valorant season. I just recorded this video in the wrong file format, so I'm about to do it again. So I feel like a psychopath right now because I just did this 10 minutes, now I'm about to do it again, so bear with me. So, on VLR, I've already done my Pickems. I already did it before the last video anyway, so that's not really that big a deal. Okay, Americas. This year, I think it's going to be a toss-up. I'm not going to go into all the matches because that's a bit boring. But I think it's going to be a toss-up between teams that were good last year, of course, and teams that have made improvements but have got to evolve, They've got to take those improvements and then learn how to play the team. I think the big one is MIBR. On paper, those changes are amazing. Aspas, I think Verno's only going to get better as an IGL. Tex was, solid role players. And then Zekin, of course, fucking one of the best duels, so consistent. So we'll see. I don't see any issues with Aspas, Zekin, maybe Verno. We've seen Verno had issues in the past with NRG. We don't know what it was that caused that. It seemed to be okay last year. But we'll see if they come together. I think they'll be great. So I went with MIBR doing well initially, but not being able to get over the line against the likes of NRG, Sentinels. But then in the end, in the lower final, I believe they're going to do it, and they're going to go through as the third seed. So that's my theory here. Sentinels this year, I think they've made changes, maybe a bit of a sidestep sort of change, but they've been bold, and I think they're just solid, and they've kind of got winning, somehow sort of winning mentality in the team still, even though it's been a while since Masters Madrid and 10's era. I still think they're a solid team. They're always going to be there. They've lost Zekin, big loss, but I think Redux is going to be insane. He's going to be one of the best players, I think, in the league. Trunky T, great player. He's not IGLing anymore, but obviously he's going to be a great caller for them. I think they'll be great. I don't know. They're going to be on the fringes here for getting a place to the first Master. It's going to be tough. We'll see. People say G2 have looked weak. I've still backed them to go through to beat Sentinels because I just think the core four they've got is so good. Whether you think Baby Bay is a good replacement for Jonah P or not, they're kind of both nothing burgers for me, those players. They're not going to fucking win your game or lose your game, really. It's about Fallon, Trent, Leaf, fucking Jogamo. That's the players. That's who G2 is. The other guys, just the other guy, really. I still think they're going to be so good in those big games, in Americas especially. NRG, what can you say? They're going to be great. We'll see how it develops with Kiko coming in for Som. Big shoes to fill. I mean, I've seen him a lot in EMEA last year though. His aim is just top. He's so good. So we'll see how that goes. It's quite cool. British guy in America. I like it. As far as the bottom, I mean, I think Lev are going to come good. Sadly, I think this run out for them is going to be bad. They're not going to get much experience because they've got two tough games: 100 Thieves and Cloud9. And they're already at the bottom, and I think they're missing potentially their best player, so it's going to be tough for them. A lot of these games are just 50-50 games. We'll see who goes out. 100 Thieves, they've got Cryocells, they're going to be hard to beat. Cloud9, I think, are going to just again be on the fringe. Another year of being on the fringe for them. We'll see how they develop with Zelsis on the IGL role. They could bring it to Sentinels, bring it to that level, getting on the fringes and making it to these events, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not confident. I'm more confident in saying a crew developing and actually getting to that level. I think their team's going to be really good, and they might be able to take it to that level to MIBR and Sentinels and be a bit of a threat for those events. Loud, Furia, they could have some upsets here and there. India, I'm not confident with at all. Same as EG, really. We'll see. But yeah, that's my Americans Pickems. Next we'll do EMEA, my home region, the best region. Should have done it first, but oh well. EMEA, my Pickems are always based out in Heretics, because I'm a Heretics fan, so I always just kind of back them to go all the way through. I think this year is going to be about Fnatic, of course. They're just always going to be there. Of course, losing Chronicle this year is a big loss. Bringing in Kovac, was it? He's a big player. He's going to be great. I don't say he's big because he's fat, but he's Vekaj. He looks sharp in the off-season events when I've seen him, so we'll see how he goes. I'll say still got Kayak, best player in the world last year. But I think that slight loss, and then we made a slight improvement as well, bringing in comeback. I think we'll be able to do it this year over them. Have the edge, big enough edge to take it. Who else I think is going to be good this year? I think Navi. I think Navi's going to be that. It's going to be between this for this first event. EMA is, I think, a bit different to America's. I think some of the bigger teams will develop better here. Like Vitality's a sleeping giant, but I think it might take them a while to get there. I've got them just losing out to sort of Navi and Giant X for this first event. I think Navi are going to do it. I'm really confident in Hero, Ruxick, Angel coming in as the new head coach, retired last year. I think he'll be brilliant. I think they're going to be good. Hope I don't eat my words there. Team Liquid. I don't know about Liquid, man. I don't have faith in Minibu. I've watched him play for the last couple of years. He's so hot and cold, man. Like, he might be lit here. He might he might just pop off here in this game against Vitality. Like, and then just when they really need them, I don't know, he might just not show up, and then that kills you. Teams like Carmine Corp, I think, are going to develop again. They'll be really good towards the end of this, towards like later parts of the season. Don't know if just now how well they'll be, how good they're going to perform, but we'll see. Turkish teams, there's so many Turkish teams, man. I think Pacific's going to be the worst of the bunch. Ilf, they're just sort of a really unknown quantity just now. We'll see how they get on. Foot as well. I think BBL Esports will be the best out of these teams though. But I think I don't know if they'll be as good as they were last year. I don't know. We'll see. Got a completely new team, so I can't really make any informed decisions on that. But yeah, I've got Heretics, Fnatic, and Navi going through. I think everyone's going to have Heretics and Fnatic going through this year. I mean, a lot of people put Vitality, like they'll be really have a lot of faith in them, but I mean, I'm just unsure yet. They sort of fell off so hard last year. It's hard for me to have faith in them, but we shall see. The next regions, I'll go to Pacific next. So for Pacific, I went with T1, Paper X, and Gen G going through. Like, they're always been the top teams for me. And T1, I think especially, I think they're just so sharp. I think you need to watch out this year for RRQ. They've got really good players. Same as Zeta. They showed in that off-season event, they beat Fnatic 13-0. Like, they're going to be a good team. Full Sense as well, picking up Primi, and there's the Thai boys. I think they'll be good. Nongshim, I think, will be sharp. I would have put DRX higher. Hyun Min looking like one of the best players in the world at the end of champs. But they just lost Flashback, so I don't know how that's going to go. If they get a good replacement, then they'll be right up there. But again, it's a bit of an uncertainty. Nongshim, I think, will be good. Team Secret just lost Envy to Paper X. I think Paper X, we'll see how they go. They were bold. I liked it. They won Toronto. Didn't really progress in champs, and they made a change. So I quite like that. But yeah, I think Gen G, Texture, Caron, I back them. I think they could even maybe go through higher. I think they underperformed last year for how good they were, and it probably motivated them a lot over the off season. I think they've probably made a lot of good improvements. Then we got China, last but not least. Well, last and least, maybe. We went for Bilibili, ADG, and DRG. So I don't watch enough Chinese Valorant region specifics. I've seen DRG against Heretics in some sort of international events, and I rated them. Trace, Wolves, of course, I saw Heretics lose to Wolves, sadly. But I think that'll be the top teams in the Chinese region. Bilibili, EDG, DRG, Trace, and Wolves, and FPX maybe making some inroads into those teams. I'll say Gli did well at points last season. We shall see how they get on as well. I've got them sort of as well, just on that fringe. But yeah, I don't know enough about Chinese Valorant, so I'll take this with the massive amount of salt. But yeah, I just think DRG, Vikasha, they look solid. They had the nerve to win that Ascension game against Nova. Was it Nova? Maybe it wasn't Nova. I'm not sure who it was. Or it was Rare Atom. They beat Rare Atom in that Ascension game. That was a big game to keep them in the tier 1, and they won it. So got to back them in those big games. EDG, too much experience. Bilibili, they look solid at the end of last year. So that's all I'm going off for this. But yeah, that's my pickems. That's my 12 teams. Santiago preliminary, I'm going to go Heretics champions. They're going to beat MIBR in the final, 5-mapper. It's going to be amazing. Let's go.